Hey everybody, welcome back. Ash&More Outdoors, John. So we're going on a bear bait right now. We're heading back to the bear site. So what we're doing is, we checked last week and one of our cameras had 4 days worth of battery, didn't know it. I checked it on the 30th and the last photo taken was the 25th and the batteries are dead. And then on my camera on the North Hill, there was nothing on the camera, so it didn't take any photos, so it didn't capture any wind blowing, anything, no sticks, no nothing. So we're going out to check right now. But I did notice after I think they've been out for 2.5 weeks, since the 15th they've been out, so we'll call it 15th, and we've had it heavily baited. The scent was pretty much leaving, so we're gonna go out and rescent and check the cameras again and just see if there's any like problems or anything like that. So if there is problems, I've got another camera. I think I bought the new Browning camera. It's like $100. It was on sale. So we're gonna put that out and we're gonna do a honey burn. I'll film that so y'all can see that, and then yeah, we'll go from there. And hopefully we've got some luck. Something's hit or something, you know, maybe a moose or, you know, anything. So tune in. Welcome back everybody. Okay, so we just checked our cams. Brian had a couple of squirrels, big old fat squirrels, and a real fat rabbit on his camera. No bear sign just yet. Just checked mine. Good old friend Bullwinkle's back. Okay, got him right in front of the camera. So I'll post pictures on that right now so you can see that. But what we're about to do right now is going to do a honey burn. So it's a little sterno and a little pot, about an inch of honey, and we're just gonna let it smoke and smolder and just boil and blacken, and it's just gonna omit a whole lot of honey. So it's still real early up here, still cold, still early season. So down south, they're getting more bear activity than we are. So they're still probably kind of denned up or staying close to the den. So I know back here to my north, so you're looking about northeast over here. So I know there's confirmed 2 dens back here. So we know they're in the area. But what we're doing now is we're gonna do the honey burn, and while that's smoldering and burning, we're gonna hang out here for a little while. We're gonna continue to scent. Okay. We got just a basic Home Depot sterno grate. Real easy, kind of a pain to put together sometimes. It works like a charm. Enter honey, no pot, sterno, lighter. Bear bomb for later. So I don't burn the forest down. Simply flat ground. Put your sterno off. Trusty lighter without breaking the tip. Stabbing yourself. Thank you, sir. Hopefully I got enough gel in here. So if you can't see, it is lit. You can hear it. Kind of see the flames in there. So just a regular Stanley. Not endorsing Stanley, but it was like 10 bucks and it's perfect for what I need it for. So get on there, get your honey. It takes forever to ooze out, so we set it over there and warm it up a little bit. Kind of get it flowing. This is the long part. Oh, I broke that cap on accident. Probably wouldn't hurt to get some fresh honey. This is last year's honey. So I did a couple of honey burns, but it's taking a little bit, but it'll come out. Just get it warmed up. There we go. You get a lot better flow when it's warm.
How much are you usually looking to put in there?
It's about a ½ inch to an inch, no more, because it's going to bubble up
Yeah.
once it starts cooking. And it's really going to start to thicken and smolder, and then it's just going to caramelize and go black. And
Sweet.
you'll have just this chunk of just like honey char. So I'm just going to go ahead and just expend the rest of this. And sorry for the sounds. My kids will probably laugh. And all that is going to do is just smolder and just boil, and we're going to let it. So we're going to update you as soon as it starts to get to where it needs to be. So now's kind of the fun part. You're just kind of sweetening up your site. So I'll kind of go through what I've got going on. Bears love sweets, you know. They say if you can make it smell like diabetes, make it smell like diabetes. And they love the smell of the anise oil. And if you don't know what anise oil smells like, go out and get you the black licorice. That is like the most disgusting candy on the face of the planet. Just my opinion. A lot of the old timers love it for some reason. But that's exactly what anise smells like. And you can get like an anise extract and it smells just like the black licorice. So I use these. I just take them like handfuls and I just throw them out and, you know, just spread them all over the place. Just kind of spread some of the scent. So we've got some Kool-Aid mix. We've got some Jello mix. It's really potent, especially underwater. Some blueberry from Batum 907. Blueberry balls. We've got a hickory bacon smoke bomb. Your classic syrup gets sticky. And I've got some jelly donut bear stuff. It's pretty good. It's like a bear bait. And then some sardines. And we're gonna set everything out and just kind of go to town. Brian, you want to help?
So, chucking that licorice now?
Huh?
Start chucking that licorice now?
Yeah. So Brian's gonna throw the licorice out. I'll show you what he does. So with the syrup, first thing I just like to throw it up on there, you know, a little bit. Pour a little bit inside, and then obviously I always take all my trash and everything. Then I throw the marshmallows in. Oh man, you can already smell the anise on that. So what Brian's doing is he's just taking handfuls and he's walking around the barrel, and he's just throwing them out there. And believe it or not, every time we throw these out, we go back and we kind of look to see, you know, we look around the bear site and they're all gone every time. So something's getting fed a little bit of that licorice. So with the second bag, he'll go up all around here and he'll keep going with it. So but take the marshmallows, and they're sticky already. Like, you know, this is like one big glob. So from the sun, you get these on your hands, don't get it on your clothes, especially when they're melting. That stuff is sticky. So just throw it in there and we'll mix it up real good here in just a second. Gosh. You know, always take a bite of one if you want, you know. I think if the girls were here, they'd probably do that. One thing I do that a lot of guys up here don't do is I take all my trash from the previous time of baiting them. I try to keep a decently clean site, you know, because at the end of the year, all this has to come out. Everything you put in that barrel, everything on the ground, it's got to look like nothing was here. So I'm not even going to mix that up. I'm just going to leave that there. So I always take everything out when I'm done with it. And I'll take this, let me get this out of the way, and I'll dump some more on there, on the barrels, kind of up high, and let it just drip. And I'll go down this log here, you know, and here, if the bear comes in, it's going to eat, they're going to get these on the pads of their feet, and they'll track it, you know, down their trail that they use, because usually they'll use the same trail. So if you're new to this kind of stuff, always be mindful, you know, and always have your rifle within arm's length, just in case one comes in on you, because some will come in on you real quiet, you'll never know. And this, what I'm doing is I'm sprinkling this Kool-Aid in here and making it smell real sweet and berry-like. This is Tropical Punch, and they seem to enjoy it. We're gonna pause right quick. I'm just gonna turn the camera around. I'm gonna show you something. So right now, I already smelled the sweet smell. That burn is already starting to smolder, and you can see it boiling down in there. That's gonna boil all the way up top, and then it's gonna emit quite a bit of smoke coming out of there. So it's a pretty heavy smell so far. And this will stick up into the trees and everything, and it's just gonna carry for miles. So when they come out of the den, they're gonna come right in here to this. Right now I'm putting out the, it's pretty good stuff. It smells like a jelly donut. Don't eat it though. So you can kind of see what I'm doing. I've also got a hanging one. It's about 6.5 foot to the top, so I can kind of judge, you know, how big some of the bears are when they come up on that. So it's got a really good sweet smell in here. Me and Brian's just hanging out back here.
Just taking it in.
He's taking it all in. He's learning. Jello smells good. So I'm gonna back this up just a little bit so you guys can kind of get me in the shot here. So I got the Jello. I'm gonna throw some up here, let it stick, and just kind of. That's what really gets the smell. That's the Jello stuff. Another thing you guys have to try is these blueberry bait balls. And it's just, all it does is it just smells like blueberries. Like it's just engulfed. So I just take it and throw it. And then just kind of leave the juices, you know. And I think total, if you were to go to the store and buy all this stuff, you're probably looking at the most expensive stuff is the little blueberry scent balls. Those are $14 this year. They were 10 last year, but they're 14 this year. So it is definitely a little bit more expensive. So I think all in all, just the bait today was probably around $40, $45 maybe. But you won't have to rescent for another, you know, another week or two. So it's not too bad, but you put into it what you get out of it, you know. Okay, now we're really getting a smoke, and then the wind's picked up and it's starting to swirl. So the wind has shifted direction and it's really starting to smolder down in there. You can't see it because it's so smoky. But we're just gonna let it smoke, let it burn out and crust out. Right there. Oh, it's gonna whip me in the face. Trail sucks. You all right?
Yeah, no, I got a big, nice chunk of grit underneath my fucking contact. Oh, it hurts to do.
Do you need anything out of here?
Oh, no, I'm good.
You get it?
Damn, that hurt.
Done with the bear baiting and the 18-mile ride back on the road from the site. So it was a very successful day as far as the baiting, like the bear bait goes, and rescenting and all of that. And we hung another trail cam out while we were doing the honey burn, just to kind of capture a more broad area, because we have that moose that keeps coming in. So one thing I want to talk about while we're still while we're out here is safety. Safety is one of the biggest concerns out here, like just for your own bodily safety, and like accidents can happen at any moment. When you're out in the bush, it's just one of those things that you never know when something's going to go awry. So on our way back, one of my buds, just following in the way I was driving, rolled the four-wheeler and flew off and smashed his side up, smashed up the four-wheeler. Such a good guy. He's more concerned about the four-wheeler than his own well-being. Like that's what he's worried about. I encourage you to, yeah, it sucks that a four-wheeler gets broken, but it's just a four-wheeler, okay? Like, you can always replace them, it's insured. But what you can't replace is the friendship. You can't replace, a person. So the biggest thing is, like, slow down, take your time. And if you're one of these guys that's out here and you're taking people, at least what I just realized is slow down, take your time, you're in no big hurry. Like, you're going to get to the same destination whether you're doing 50 mile an hour or 25. So so that was eventful. So we'll show some pictures of kind of the damage, and then it's not much, it's just the front rack, so it's not going to be anything. But slow down out there. More importantly, have fun, and take your buds out and hunt and stuff. So it was a very eye-opening day, but it was fun too. So I hope you enjoy the video.